Welcome back to our channel, my dear friends. What if your road, park, or market could become your English classroom? You do not always need a book or a desk to improve your English. You can learn while walking, looking around, and talking to yourself about what you see. A car passes by. Describe it. You see people walking. Talk about what they are doing. You enter a market. Name the things around you. With every step, you can think, speak, and practice English naturally. So put on your shoes, open your mind, and let's begin. Lesson 1. Describe everything you see in English. The easiest way to practice English while walking outside is to describe what you see. You do not need a teacher. You do not need a textbook. You only need to look around. Imagine you are walking down a street. You see a car. Say in your mind, "There is a white car." Then add more. The white car is moving slowly. A man is driving the car. The car stopped near the shop. You started with one simple sentence and slowly you created more English. Now you see a tree. You can think, "That is a big tree." The leaves are green. The wind is moving the leaves. A bird is sitting on a branch. This is a very simple exercise, but it is powerful because you are teaching your brain to connect real life directly with English. Usually, beginners see something, think about it in their first language, and then try to translate it into English. That takes time. But when you practice describing things directly in English, your brain slowly becomes faster. You see a dog and think, "The dog is running." You see children and think, "The children are playing." You see a shop and think, "The shop is crowded today." You see the sky and think, "The sky looks beautiful." You are not translating. You are connecting the thing you see directly with English words. That is exactly what you need for natural speaking. Do not try to make difficult sentences in the beginning. Keep your English simple. If you see a woman carrying a bag, you do not need to create a complicated description. Simply say, "A woman is carrying a bag." Then maybe, "She's walking quickly. Her bag looks heavy." That is enough. Simple English spoken quickly and naturally is much more useful than difficult English that takes you 1 minute to create. You can also practice colors, numbers, shapes, and sizes. Look around and say, "There are 3 motorcycles. That building is very tall. The bus is blue. This road is narrow. Those flowers are yellow." Now start describing actions. This is especially useful because outside, people are always doing something. You might say, "A man is talking on the phone. 2 people are waiting for the bus. A shopkeeper is talking to a customer. Someone is crossing the road. A boy is riding a bicycle." You are practicing real English with real situations. And because you can actually see the action, the sentence becomes easier to remember. If you are walking through a park, describe the park. The park is quiet today. Some people are exercising. A man is sitting on a bench. 2 children are playing. The weather is nice. I can hear birds. If you are at a market, the market is very busy. People are buying vegetables. That shop sells clothes. There are many customers here. The fruit looks fresh. Suddenly, the market is not only a market. It has become your English classroom. You can even describe your own actions while walking. Think, "I am walking to the park. I am turning left. I am crossing the road. I am walking past a shop. I am getting tired. I need some water." These are simple sentences, but they are sentences you can actually use in everyday life. And that is the goal. You are not learning English only to pass a test. You are learning English so you can use it naturally in real situations. If you do not know the English word for something you see, do not stop your whole practice. Try to explain it using words you already know. Later you can find the correct word and learn it. This teaches you an important speaking skill. Keep communicating even when you do not know every word. Try this exercise for 10 minutes during your next walk. For 10 minutes, describe as much as possible in English. Do not worry about perfect grammar. Do not worry if your sentences are short. Just keep your mind working in English. At first, you may think slowly. After a few days, sentences will begin coming faster. After a few weeks, you may notice that you are thinking in English without forcing yourself. That is real progress. So tomorrow, when you step outside, do not only walk. Look, notice, describe, speak. Every person, building, tree, shop, car, and street can give you something new to talk about. The world around you is full of English practice. You only need to start describing it. And before we start Lesson 2, please like this video because your one like gives me motivation to create more helpful videos for you. Lesson 2. Talk about what you are doing. When you walk outside, you always have something to talk about. Your own actions. This is one of the easiest ways to practice speaking English because you do not need to invent a topic. Simply say what you are doing. For example, I am leaving my house. I am walking down the street. I am going to the park. I am turning right. I am crossing the road. I am walking past a coffee shop. I am waiting for the traffic light. These are simple sentences, but they teach your brain to connect actions directly with English. Now imagine you are walking to a market. You can say, I am going to buy some fruit. I need bananas and apples. The market is not far from here. I usually come here in the evening. When you reach the market, I am looking for bananas. These apples look fresh. I think I will buy some. Now you are not only naming things, you are creating a small conversation with yourself. This helps you practice English in a natural way. You can also talk about how you feel. I feel good today. I am a little tired. It is hot outside. I am enjoying this walk. I need to slow down. I feel relaxed here. These sentences are useful because they are connected to your real feelings. You are not memorizing random examples from a book. You are using English to talk about your real life. Now make your sentences a little longer. Instead of saying, I am walking, say, I am walking to the park because I need some fresh air. Instead of, it is hot, say, it is quite hot today, so I brought some water. Instead of, I am going home, say, I am going home because I need to finish some work. This is how your speaking grows. Start small, then add one more idea. You can also practice talking about what you just did. For example, I just crossed the road. I just passed a grocery store. I bought some fruit a few minutes ago. I saw one of my friends near the park. Now you are naturally practicing the past tense. Then talk about what you are going to do next. I am going to walk for another 10 minutes. After this, I am going home. I am going to make some tea. Later, I need to finish my work. Now, during one simple walk, you are practicing the present, past, and future. And you are doing it without sitting down and studying grammar rules. That is the beauty of this method. You are learning grammar through real use. Do not worry if you make mistakes. Maybe you say, I am go to the market. Then you remember the correct sentence. I am going to the market. Good. Correct yourself and continue walking. Do not stop speaking because one sentence was wrong. The goal is to train yourself to keep going. You can even imagine that you are talking to a friend. Pretend your friend asks, "Where are you going?" Answer, "I am going to the park." Then imagine, "Why are you going there?" Answer, "Because I want to walk for a while and get some fresh air." Then, what will you do after that? Answer, "I will go home and finish my work." Now you have created an entire conversation while walking alone. This is excellent practice for beginners who understand English but become nervous when they have to speak. You are giving your brain practice without the pressure of another person waiting for your answer. If you feel uncomfortable speaking aloud in public, speak quietly or practice in your mind. The important thing is to create the sentences yourself. Try doing this for 10 minutes every day. During those 10 minutes, keep asking, "What am I doing? What am I seeing? How am I feeling? Where am I going? What did I just do? What will I do next?" You will never run out of things to say because your life keeps giving you new sentences. And after enough practice, something interesting happens. When someone asks you a similar question in a real conversation, your brain already knows how to answer. You have practiced those sentences before. That is how speaking becomes faster and more natural. You do not need an interesting story every time you practice English. Your ordinary day is already full of English. Walk, notice what you are doing, and turn your actions into sentences. Every step can become speaking practice. Lesson 3. Ask yourself questions and answer in English. One of the best ways to practice English while walking is to ask yourself simple questions. Why? Because real conversations are full of questions and answers. Someone asks you something, you listen, you think, then you reply. You can practice this same process while walking alone. Imagine you are walking through a park. Ask yourself, "Where am I going?" Then answer, "I am going to the park." Ask, "Why am I going there?" Answer, "Because I want some fresh air and exercise." Ask, "How is the weather today?" Answer, "The weather is nice. It is a little warm, but I like it." That is already a small English conversation. Now look around. You see a busy shop? Ask yourself, what are those people doing? Answer, they're buying something. You see someone running. Ask, why do you think he's running? Maybe you answer, maybe he is exercising. Or, maybe he is late for something. Your answer does not need to be correct because you are practicing English, not investigating the person. You are training your brain to create an answer quickly. This is important for beginners. Many learners know enough English to answer a question, but when someone asks them something unexpectedly, they freeze. Their mind becomes blank. Why? Because they are not used to creating answers quickly. You can train this skill every day. Ask yourself easy questions first. What did I eat this morning? What am I going to do tonight? What is my favorite food? What did I do yesterday? What do I want to do this weekend? Then answer immediately. Do not spend 30 seconds searching for the perfect sentence. Give yourself 3 or 4 seconds. Then speak. Your answer can be simple. I had eggs and toast this morning. Tonight, I'm going to watch a movie. My favorite food is pizza. Yesterday, I worked most of the day. Simple answers are perfect for practice. Remember, fluency begins with simple English spoken comfortably. As you become more confident, ask deeper questions. What is one thing I want to improve? Why is this goal important to me? What makes me happy? What would I like to change in my daily routine? Where would I like to travel? Then try to answer with 2 or 3 sentences. For example, I want to improve my English speaking. It is important to me because I want to communicate confidently with people. Now you are practicing more than vocabulary. You are learning how to explain your thoughts. You can also use things around you to create questions. You see a restaurant. Ask, when was the last time I went to a restaurant? You see a bus. Ask, do I prefer traveling by bus or car? You see people exercising. Ask, what kind of exercise do I enjoy? You see a clothing store. Ask, what kind of clothes do I usually wear? Suddenly, everything around you becomes a conversation topic. That is the power of learning outside. You do not need someone to give you a list of speaking topics. The world around you gives you topics automatically. Another useful exercise is to imagine someone walking beside you. Pretend they ask, how was your day? You answer. Then imagine another question. What did you do this morning? Answer again. Then, what are your plans for tomorrow? Keep the imaginary conversation going for a few minutes. This prepares you for real conversations. When someone asks you these questions later, they will feel familiar because you have already practiced answering them. And do not worry about making mistakes. If you cannot remember a word, explain the idea with easier words. If your grammar is not perfect, continue. The goal of this exercise is to teach your brain. Question comes in. English answer comes out. Not question comes in. Translate. Check grammar. Search for perfect vocabulary. Become nervous, then answer. You want to reduce those extra steps. The more you practice answering directly in English, the faster your responses can become. Try this during your next walk. Choose 5 simple questions. Answer each one aloud. Then ask yourself 5 more based on what you see around you. Do this regularly, and slowly your brain will become more comfortable creating English without preparation. You do not need another person every time you want to practice conversation. Ask yourself questions, answer naturally, and train your brain to respond in English. Every question you answer while walking is preparing you for a real conversation later. Lesson 4. Learn new words from the world around you. When you walk outside, you are surrounded by vocabulary. The street, park, shops, vehicles, people, buildings, weather, everything can teach you English. The secret is simple. Do not only see things, learn how to talk about them. Imagine you are walking through a market. You see vegetables, baskets, customers, shopkeepers, bags, signs, and different kinds of food. Maybe you know the English names for most of them. But suddenly, you see something and realize, I don't know what this is called in English. That is a perfect learning moment. You can check the word later on your phone. For example, maybe you see a footpath and do not know the word. Learn it. Then do not stop there. Make a sentence. I am walking on the footpath. Look at it again and say, the footpath is crowded today. Now the word is connected to a real place and a real experience. That can make it easier to remember. Suppose you learn the word intersection. Instead of memorizing only, intersection means a place where roads meet. Use it. I am standing near an intersection. There's a lot of traffic at this intersection. You are turning vocabulary into usable English. This is much better than learning a long list of words and forgetting most of them later. A word becomes more useful when you use it in your own sentence. You can do the same thing in a park. Maybe you learn bench, path, fountain, branch, grass, shade. Then create sentences. An old man is sitting on the bench. I am walking along the path. There is a fountain in the middle of the park. That tree has long branches. Some people are sitting in the shade. You are learning vocabulary from the place where those words actually exist. You can also learn action words. Outside, people are always doing something. Someone is pushing a cart. Someone is carrying a box. Someone is waiting for a bus. Someone is crossing the street. Someone is selling fruit. Someone is talking to a customer. Watch these actions and connect them with English. This can help you remember verbs naturally. You can also learn describing words. Look at a road. Is it wide, narrow, busy, quiet, clean, crowded? Look at the weather. Is it sunny, cloudy, windy, humid, cool? Look at a building. Is it tall, old, modern, beautiful? Now you are not only learning names, you are learning how to describe the world. But do not try to learn 20 or 30 new words during one walk. That can become difficult. Choose 3 to 5 useful words. That is enough. Learn the word, say it, make a sentence, use it again later. For example, suppose today's new words are crowded, entrance, pedestrian, nearby, shade. During your walk, try to use all 5. The market is crowded. I am standing near the entrance. A pedestrian is crossing the road. There is a small shop nearby. I am standing in the shade. Later that evening, try to remember the words without looking at them. If you forget one, check it again. Then use it tomorrow. This is how vocabulary slowly becomes part of your speaking. You can also keep a small list on your phone. Call it Words from My Walk. Every day, add a few useful words. But remember, the goal is not to create a huge list. The goal is to use the words. A list of 500 words you never speak is less useful than 50 words you can use comfortably in conversation. And do not worry when you forget vocabulary. Forgetting is part of learning. See the word again, hear it again, use it again. Every repetition makes the connection stronger. Soon you may see a busy market and automatically think, it is crowded. You will not need to translate. The word will come naturally because you connected it with real experience. That is exactly what you want. Your surroundings can become your vocabulary book. Every street, park, shop, and market is full of useful English words waiting for you to notice them. Look around, learn a few words, use them immediately. And with every walk, make your English vocabulary a little bigger and stronger. Lesson 5. Create small conversations in your mind. Speaking English becomes easier when your brain is already familiar with real conversations. And you do not always need another person to practice. While walking outside, you can create small conversations in your mind. Imagine you walk into a coffee shop. Before you enter, practice. Hi, can I have a cup of coffee, please? Imagine the person asks, would you like anything else? You answer, no, thank you, that's all. Or imagine you are at a market. You can practice. Excuse me, how much is this? Do you have this in a different color? Can I pay by card? These are simple sentences, but they prepare you for real situations. Now imagine someone asks you for directions. They say, excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop? You can answer, go straight and turn left. The bus stop is next to the bank. You are walking alone, but your brain is practicing a real conversation. This is powerful because many English learners know vocabulary and grammar, but they become nervous when someone suddenly speaks to them. Their brain needs time to prepare. By practicing small conversations before they happen, you make common situations feel more familiar. Familiar English comes faster. You can create conversations from anything you see. If you pass a restaurant, imagine ordering food. If you see a clothing store, imagine buying a shirt. If you pass a hotel, imagine asking for a room. If you see a bus, imagine asking, "Does this bus go to the city center?" If you're in a park, imagine meeting someone new. "Hi, do you come here often?" "Yes, I usually come here in the evening." "It's a beautiful park." "Yes, I really like walking here." You can even practice introductions. Imagine someone says, "Hi, nice to meet you. What do you do?" Answer naturally. "Nice to meet you too. I work as a teacher." Then imagine, "How long have you been doing that?" Answer again. Continue for a few minutes. You can also practice situations that usually make you nervous. Maybe you find it difficult to start a conversation. Practice simple opening lines. "Hi, how are you?" "How is your day going?" "It's really busy here today, isn't it?" Maybe you struggle when you do not understand someone. Practice. "Sorry, could you say that again?" "Could you speak a little more slowly, please?" "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." These phrases are extremely useful because they help you keep a conversation going instead of becoming silent. Do not try to create perfect conversations. Real conversations are not perfect either. People pause. They change topics. They forget words. They correct themselves. Your goal is simply to become comfortable responding in English. And if you are somewhere quiet, say the conversation aloud. You can use both voices. Ask yourself, "What are you doing this weekend?" Then answer, "I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll meet some friends." Then ask, "Where do you usually go?" Answer again. It may feel strange at first, but you are training your speaking muscles and your brain at the same time. After enough practice, you may notice something important. When a similar conversation happens in real life, you do not have to build every sentence from zero. Your brain thinks, "I know this situation." The words come more easily. That is how practice builds confidence. Try choosing one situation during every walk. Today, practice ordering food. Tomorrow, practice meeting someone new. The next day, practice asking for directions, then shopping, then talking about your day. After a few weeks, you will have practiced many common conversations. Confidence does not come only from knowing English. It comes from using English again and again until common situations feel familiar. So while you walk, do not only look around. Imagine. Ask, answer, create conversations. Practice outside today so real conversations feel easier tomorrow. Lesson 6. Make every walk your English practice. You do not need to wait for the perfect time to practice English. You already have opportunities every day. Your daily walk can become one of them. Maybe you walk for 20 minutes in the morning. Maybe you go to the market. Maybe you walk to work, the gym, a shop, or a nearby park. Instead of walking silently every time, use part of that journey for English. Create a simple routine. For the first few minutes, describe what you see. The road is busy today. A bus is stopping near the corner. 2 people are walking in front of me. Then talk about yourself. I am going to the market. I feel energetic today. After this, I need to finish some work. Next, ask yourself questions. What did I do this morning? What am I going to do tonight? What is one thing I want to improve? Answer in simple English. Then choose a few new words from your surroundings and use them in sentences. Finally, Create a short imaginary conversation. In one walk, you have practiced speaking, vocabulary, grammar, thinking, and conversation. And you did not need a classroom. The most important thing is to do this regularly. One walk will not make you fluent. But imagine practicing for 15 minutes almost every day. After a month, you will have spent hours creating your own English sentences. After several months, you may notice that words come faster. You hesitate less. You translate less. You feel more comfortable speaking. That is how improvement happens. Small practice becomes powerful when you repeat it. Do not worry about sounding perfect while practicing. If you make a mistake, correct it if you can and continue. If you forget a word, use easier words. If your sentence is short, that is completely fine. Your goal is not to impress anyone. Your goal is to teach your brain to use English naturally. And remember to stay aware of your surroundings while walking. Practice in a way that does not distract you from traffic, crossings, or other people. You can speak quietly, use your mind, or stop somewhere safe when you want to focus more deeply. Make English part of your real life instead of something you only study at a desk. The road can teach you vocabulary. The market can give you conversation ideas. The park can help you describe nature. The people around you can give you actions to describe. And your own thoughts can give you endless speaking practice. So the next time you step outside, remember, you are not only going for a walk, you are taking your English with you. Look around, think in English, speak in English. Ask questions, create sentences, and keep walking. Every road can become your classroom, and every step can take your English a little further. My dear friends, learning English does not always mean sitting with a book. Your road, park, market, and daily walk can become your English classroom. Describe what you see. Talk about what you are doing. Ask yourself questions. Learn useful words and create small conversations. Do this regularly, and slowly you will think faster, speak more naturally, and feel more confident in English. So next time you go outside, do not just walk. Walk, observe, think, and speak in English. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And always remember, every step you take can be one step closer to fluent English.